Geometry Dash Custom Difficulty Faces with Lobotomies.
Extraordinary colors for the cosmos. Infinite energy from the wind. Assistance from the beyond. Hydraulic in the Kyoto. The power of angels. Google in the Plex. The gates of heaven. Winter in the Wonderland.
Continuous optimism.
Sanctified water for thirsty children. Tropical island with a bonfire. Childhood area for kids.
Ornamental rocks on the pine tree.
Pepiego wind in autumns.
Lightning having an important role for the nitrogen cycle. Enemies serving you as your shield of flesh. Kids in the carousel. The gentle carnage whispers softly. Kitty bubble bath in the bath.
Ascending for knowledge.
Order in the liberty, fantasy ahead.
Humanity is advancing.
Defense for the unity.
Runes in the temple.
Cosmics in space.
Pirates in the bay.
Attendance from the horizon.
Gravitational in the science.
Static in the Hiroshima.
Lights around a firefly.
Snow above the air.
Babble in the library.
Mahlo in the Cardinal.
Quotes about serenity.
Gods in the gates.
Corals on the reefs.
Spring in the tides. Global peace attained.
Aura from the hypotheticals.
Theoretical in the multiverse.
Angelics at the gateways.
Utopias in the heaven.
We care with ourselves.
Hearts, but even souls.
Telling the very famous tale to live. Ascension completed. Pure life with meanings. The cute dogs in my living room. Pigeons are cute, dipping the sauce. Wishes are peaceful, relaxing in the peace. Wood and steel for materials. Calm in the peace. Doors for the privacy. Snowflakes in Antarctica. Soup stopping sickness. Math class completed. Sprinkle Monto is the slice of everything. Rowboat down the stream. Ducks are become pets. The sharks are completely harmless. Fresh water for the poor children. Steam engine in the clean locomotive. This is the best day ever. Your permission are completed. Seats are warming you up. Coals for naughty children. Loads of time to spare. Watching the weathers on the TV. This area is peaceful. Blooming the flowers. That's the best news I've heard in a long time. Artists on my paper. Rock sculptures to marvel at. Neighborhoods in the mansions. We won the upcoming battle. Breathing more fresh air.
A gentle breeze in nature.
Snowflakes playing. Hardened lava in the extinct volcano. Learning pressures. Oxygen vital for life. Then give us a calm breeze. Beaches with live parts.
Anger calm down.
Filming the volcano.
Sea, swimming people in the beach.
The site is completely protected.
Stones from museum.
Challenge vegan. Lollipops are very delicious. Chocolates are very tasty.
Flower pots in the garden.
Fireworks during the new year. Slimes are satisfied. Pine cones in a forest morning. Robots learning about binary. The fresh cup of soda. Horror film got cancelled.
Thunderstorm is a dark cloud.
Lightning is quiet as a mouse.
Tear is a droplet.
Enemy loved.
Nerf or nothing toys for children. Children's at the Disneyland. Relax in the belly.
Here on the world.
Sleeping in the house.
Paradise in the bound.
Your body. Bones from museum. Peeling the banana. Knives in the crate. Antivirus refreshing your PC storage. Statues from the culture. Tunnel to a successful life.
Twilight in the zone.
Family in the Union.
People on the airplane.
Grandfathers at nursing homes.
Winning the lottery. Measureless infamy. It's very recyclable. Ham with a lot of proteins.
A wardrobe of brand new suits.
Water supplies the creators. Blow fire on the flamethrower. Area all clean.
Pebbles near the coast.
Wind above the nature and sea. New world created. Drink of the party. People and the family for the feast. Keeper of the time and living. Looks above your eyes. Paradise upon humanity. A new call of the life began.
Demons in hell.
Order in the chaos. Heaven ahead.
Mankind is thriving.
Virtues of the god.
The perfection of defense.
Fantasies in the fairy tales.
Secrets of the rainforest.
My home is heaven. Seraphics overground.
Time in a paradox.
Alan Alaska's.
Protection from failures.
Help from the above.
The crescent at night.
Physical in the science.
Chilling in the house.
Pneumatic in the Tokyo.
Crystals in the cave.
Fireflies across the pond.
Destination ahead.
Clouds in the sky.
Bible in the book.
Aleph in the know.
Serenity with the peace.
Angels in heaven.
Ideas on your mind.
Sponge under the sea.
Nitrogen in the air.
Summer in the vacation.
Carbon in the dioxide.
Peace restored.
Moon orbiting the Earth.
Magic from the unknown.
Andromeda in the universe.
Angelic man at the door.
Paradise in the heaven.
Care for your mother.
Heartbeat, but even patience.
Telling the popular tale.
Ascensions are indefinitely counted.
All of your life has every meanings.
The harmless dogs are cute and they are pets. Feeding the hungry pigeons with seeds. Vines ripes the grapes and apples.
Wishes are becoming real.
Pure happiness in the possibility. The nail hammered the wood.
Happily ever.
Doors are right beside you. Building a snowman.
Still in a bowl!
Problems has been solved out.
Fresh baked cookies in a basket.
To slice brings a revival.
Ships on a bottle decorations.
Ducks are cute and fluffy.
The sharks can't harm you.
Fish at the aquarium with some fishes. Purifying water bottle.
The steam engine works well.
Medic reporting for duty.
Your permission is permanent.
Fire ahead!
Coal as our fuel.
The best defense is a good offense.
Learning the weather. Taking care of the area.
Watering the flowers. The dark times will pass. Writing or drawing on the paper.
Rock for the tools.
Neighbor's gift delivered.
Man high of the shield.
Breathing some air.
Breeze for the summer.
Snowflakes raining above the clouds.
Diamonds hidden in lava.
Pressuring the geyser.
The ore and vitamins are healthy.
Fan cooling you down.
Beach is entertaining humanity to surf.
Coolness in our own performance. The volcano will not erupt in you.
See animals playing.
The site is completely safe.
Oxygen in your lungs.
Challenge completed.
Licking the lollipop. Eating so yummy chocolate.
Flower pot is along with the cooking pot.
Fireworks at the sky.
Slime stretched.
Pine cones fed to the squirrels.
Robot toys in the room.
Drinking the soda.
Plushies are in store.
Thunderstorm discovered energy.
Lightning discovered electricity.
The tears of joy.
Enemy forgiven.
Firing the confetti guns at the birthday.
Kids at the playground.
Breeze from the belly.
Relaxing in the bed. I saved some people.
Living in the house.
Sunset in the bound.
Blood in donation.
Bones in your body.
You can't eat the brown parts of this banana. Knives in the drawer.
Antivirus in the system.
Statues from the Liberty.
Tunnel for the scarlet heavens.
Sunlight to the panel.
Father in the house.
Boarding the first class.
Grandfather at the business.
Help from the community.
Technology in Hokkaido.
Clouds with sun unblocked.
Rail is a number.
Angels in clouds.
Winter in the break.
Feeling from a place.
The water bottle has been freshened. Fire in the sky!
We kept an eye on the caretaking area.
The used tool rack.
The breeze was too weak. Electricity in the storm.
Enemy befriended. Kids at the amusement park.
Cleaning in the house.
Correct amount of blood donated.
Grandmother's being survived. Elders cured. Mother has excited.
The eclipse ended.
Healing the surgery.
Crosses in the church.
Theory confirmed correctly.
8 planets of the solar system.
Prayers of being from the depths.
The journey starts here.
Money in the wallet.
Fresh fruits in the basket.
Forever rewards.
Minecarts in the clean mineshaft.
Icebergs in Antarctica. Thin rings on the Uranus.
Fruit punch in the cup.
Can from the running.
Dancing on the lush.
Wearing my nib suit.
Checking my list.
Man must navigate.
Kansas pets.
Love letters in the box.
Buying some new pizza ingredients. Your tale begins here.
Ascension found. You have so many reasons to live.
Cute dogs in the city. Pigeons on the beach. Fruits and vegetables in the sauce.
The wish well is accepted.
Start of your lifespan. Trees with robots. Joyfulness in my mind. You can open the door. Do not slipping on ice and snow.
Fresh soup can.
Kids passing math class.
Treats are very delicious. The slice of happiness.
Setting sail on a cruise.
Not liking each other.
Sharks with dolphins.
Fish head free from the water piping.
Steam removed from your eyes.
Actions are fun.
Items shared from the house with permission.
Fire extinguish.
Mining the coals.
Don't waste my time.
Sunshine in the weather.
The flower has grown up.
No need to expect the rumors.
Paper can't cut you.
Blocks on decorations.
The neighborhood has been clean.
Lightness upon my shield.
Oxygen in the atmosphere.
Wind of the breeze.
Skiing in the snowy mountain.
Lava being water to make obsidian.
The geyser cannot be erupted.
Boron cannot infect your kidneys.
Air conditioner on the wall.
Beach visitors during the summer.
Chill is in my mind.
Supervolcano cannot destroy the region. Ocean beside the cities.
Internet got viral.
Boulders removed from pathway.
Challenge accepted.
Lollipop on the store. Brownies in the chocolate factory.
Flower pots on the ground.
Rockets into space.
Slime in the chemistry.
Spikes were removed.
The jail has been escaped forever.
Miraculous whelps. The light bulb is now complete.
By house be cleaned.
Recycling the entire world.
God of all humanity.
Drink of your choice. Forgiving from the angel. Celebration of the feast.
Witness my joy.
Keeper of the secrets.
The pools of water.
Observation in everyone's eyes.
Life is only the beginning.
Advantage to all mankind.
Blood is actually ketchup.
Call of the journey.
Ghosts are invisible.
Friends invited.
I will be your dream.
Invite for your lives.
Surrender to the day.
A benefit to you. Harbinger of games.
Lightness everlasting.
Stock market fixed.
Unlimited surgeries. We have a bodyguard.
Surgeons fixing your throat.
I pick you as well.
A tsunami near, by a surfer beach, flame in the logs.
The areas are embracing.
Stars forming a constellation.
Celestial breezes caressing the spheres.
Sleeping on the pillow. A world devoid of nightmares. Awoken and starting off your day. Imaginary friends from the dreams. Zombies cured from the graves. Lacerations will never happen anymore. Global happiness from everybody.
Grandmother-in-law at the living room. Mother-in-law at the sauna.
Daughter-in-law at the apartment. Sister-in-law at the cafeteria.
Grandaunts in the mountain.
Great-grandmothers in the castle.
Granddaughters in the kitchen.
Nieces at the barber shop.
Girl cousins in the park. Sisters in the fairy tale.
Aunt at the restaurant. Daughters in the bedroom.
Grandmothers in the book.
Elders retired.
Mother in the house.
Reflection from the moon.
Productions in the enterprises.
Unicorn in the rainbow adventure.
Hill of the violet land.
Same person in the fortune machine.
Living a peaceful life.
Violin in the opera.
Physical in the ascent.
Doctor-assisted procedure.
Caramels in the sugar.
Flowers in the box.
Lipsticks on my lip.
Sweets in the street.
Butterflies in the nature.
Sunshine as perfect shapes.
Cotton in the candy.
Gospels in the church.
Ruby in the mines.
Cupcakes in the mansion.
Kites in the sky.
Observe in a imaginary.
Sapphire in the cave.
Trumpets in the band. Seeds in the plant.
Milky Way in the galaxy.
Printers in the office. Soaps from the sink. Milk of the dairy.
Free in the land.
Coffee in the cafe.
Coconuts from the palm tree.
Flamingos in the sea.
I'm on my way.
Grape in the shopping cart.
Grasshoppers in the grass. Plums in the grocery.
Gold in the diamond.
Croissants in the Eiffel Tower.
Shade on the glasses.
Lime in the zest.
Apples in a bush.
Shirts in the hanger.
Points in the train.
Pretzels in the bakery.
Infinite possibilities.
Churros in the space.
Diamonds in the mineshaft.
Breads in the toaster.
Ice in the landers.
Dolls in the plush.
Rings on the Saturn.
Piano in the concert.
Adventure awaits.
Elephants in the zoo.
Dummy in the bear.
Peaches in the tea.
Punch in a blender.
Volleyball on the court.
Burritos in the fiesta. Snare drums in the festival.
Belonging from the sandwich.
Bacon in the cheddar.
Pandas on the jungle.
Hedgehogs in the village.
Laying on the lush.
Zebras in the savannah.
Cook from the breakfast.
Giraffes in the safari.
You've been given a promotion.
Hippos in the algae.
Cherry on the smoothie.
Eggplants in the kitchen.
Check it out. Snails in the plant. Sheeps in the garden.
Onions in the dirt.
Man standing.
Rhinos in the wildlife. Strawberry in the shortcake.
Garlic in the dip.
Cat in the cupboard.
Lettuces in the salad.
Foxes in the forest.
Broccoli in the cauliflower.
Mama in a box.
Bell peppers at the picnic.
Penguins on the glacier slide.
Parents in the cage.
Pizza at the place.
Tomato in the ketchup.
Location on the map.
Olives in the oil.
Controller for the PlayStation.
Mint in the fresh.
Carrots in the root.
Chickens in the farm.
Beavers in the forest.
Cabbages in the kitchen.
Leeks in the basket.
Bowling ball in the bowling pin.
Cinnamon in the roll.
Well met.
Radishes in the kitchen. Slippers in the floor.
Beetroots in the amaranth.
Flutes in the instrument.
Pills at the pharmacy. Lawnmower on the grass. Milkshake on the table. Accordion in the instrument.
Detergents in the restroom.
Sponges in the soap.
Guitar in the house.
Roses in the garden.
Dress in the skirt.
Gooses in the land.
Clams in the sea. Folder in the paper.
Plastic from the aesthetic. Otters in the forest.
Seahorse in the bay. Waffles in the house.
Donkeys in the farm.
Weasels in the forest.
Songs in the playlist.
Balloons in the sky.
Light bulb in the lamp.
Pancakes in a plate.
Sausage in the kitchen.
Living to tell the tale.
Cake is for birthday.
Emeralds in the cave.
Bed in my room.
Ascension counted.
Paint in the brush.
Popcorn is a snack.
Pillow in the blanket.
Meaning of your life.
Silver in the iron. Pigs in the mud.
Xylophone in the instrument.
Dogs in the park.
Clowns in the circus.
Garnet in the cosmetic.
Noodles in the box.
Pigeons in the planet.
Toy in the box.
Ramen in the bowl.
Anahist in the cluster.
Cucumbers in the bag.
Seagulls on the beach. ink in the pen,
Blackberries in the box.
pelicans in the sea,
Peacocks in the farm.
maple in the syrup,
Corals in the underwater.
sushis within the wasabi,
Shrimps in the plate.
Acorn in the chestnut.
Ostriches in the desert.
Quails in the breeze. Foams in the floral.
Lotions at the bathroom.
Leaf in the plant.
grasses in the lawn, mist in the forest,
Almonds in the tree.
Candies in the bag.
Cashews on the tree.
Gingers in the kitchen.
Candles in a wax.
Lime in the sauce.
Quartz in the mines.
Groceries in the supermarket.
Sound with the music.
Wishes do come true.
Boomerang in the hotel.
Phone in the device.
Laptop on the table.
Happy days in life.
Games on the Xbox.
Glass in the window.
Mails in the mailbox.
Wood on the steel.
Glue in the desk.
French fries in the Eiffel Tower.
Hot dog in the amusement park.
Happiness in my face.
Cheese in the burger.
Console in the Nintendo.
Buckets from the KFC.
Walk straight towards the door.
Mango in the basket.
Pencil in the case.
Sprite is a soda.
Ice in the snow.
Taco from the bell.
Pieces in the puzzle.
Pen in the notebook.
SoupInACan.
Present gifts on the birthday.
Football in the field.
Basketball in the hoop.
1 is a number.
A is a letter.
Coca-Cola in a bottle.
Disk in my computer.
Cookie in the jar.
Baseball in the bat.
Ice cream in the truck.
Cereal in the box.
The slice of life.
Tape in the dispenser.
Tsunami on the horizon.
Starfish in the Atlantic Ocean.
Ship on the river.
Whales in the Pacific Ocean.
Submarine in the lake.
Jellyfish in the Gulf.
Ducks from the pond.
Octopus in the aquarium.
Treasure in the chest.
squids from the ink,
Sharks in the ocean.
Donuts in the shop.
Spiders on the web.
Stapler in the paper.
Fish in the sea.
Magic in the wand.
Owls in the night.
Golf in the club.
Water on the hill.
Leopards in the wildlife.
Blueberries in the forest.
Dices in the board.
Steam in the engine.
Mountain on the ocean.
Beef on the grill.
Magnet on the refrigerator.
Let's get some action.
Camera in the photo.
Polar bears in the glacier.
books in the library,
Permission advised.
vacuum in the cleaner, shovels on the dirt,
Raspberries in the bush.
Fire in the hole.
Trees in the forest.
Television on the table. Rice on the grill.
Coal in the forest.
Flush in the toilet.
Tea in the mug.
Remote in the sofa.
I've got the time.
Boxes in the attic.
Curry in the stove.
Coins for sale.
Weather predicted. Pistachios in the flavor.
Tennis in the racket.
Scissors in the drawer.
Area confirmed.
Eggs in the basket.
Pickle in the jar.
Fossils in the museum.
Flower in the plains.
Energy in the area.
Pineapple in the picnic.
Dinosaurs in the Jurassic.
News of the lands.
Honeycomb in the honey.
Fanta in the cup, hyenas in the jungle,
Paper in the cave.
Horse in the race.
Bicycle in the stairs. Motorcycle in my home.
Rock on the ground. Needles in the dirt.
Typing on the keyboard.
Lemurs in the forest.
The neighbor next door.
Cows on the hill. Skateboards in the house.
Oil in the fuel.
Defender of the innocent.
Wire in the metal. Hot peppers in the refrigerator.
Lock on the door.
Air in the sky.
Pollen through the nose.
Snakes in the forest.
Traffic in the light.
Wind from the landscape.
Fly in my home.
Lions in the field.
Nature on the tree.
Snow on the mountain.
concrete in the building,
Lemonade at the stand.
toothpastes in the toothbrush,
Lava my mouth.
Mushroom in the dish.
Roast from the barbecue.
Aurora in the sky.
Pressure in the volcano.
Lego in the brick. Scorpions in the bunker.
VHS tape in the VCR. War in the valley.
Spaghetti in the pasta.
Platinum in the adventure.
Dolphin in the pool.
Fan on the ceiling.
Raccoons in the garbage can.
Cards of the solitaire.
Check in the mate.
Lays in the bag.
Burger from the McDonald's.
Buttons on the shirt.
Sand on the beach.
orange in the juice,
Hammers in the toolbox.
Peanut in the butter.
Anger in my face.
Porcupine on your head.
Watermelon in the tropical.
Pants in the wardrobe.
Lava in the volcano.
Mountain Dew bottle on the bench.
Aardvarks in the camp.
Countries at the continent.
Battery in the technology.
Umbrella in the rainstorm.
Tigers in the wild.
Sea on the mountain.
Pies in the bakery. Tablet in the viral.
Spoon on the kitchen.
Snickers in the bar.
Cactus in the dessert.
The meat is overcooked.
Sign not found.
Twix in the bar. Mand MS in the bag. Kit Kat in the break.
Smell in your lungs. Poison in the pit. Murder in the industry.
Crabs in the beach.
Challenge found.
Tumbleweeds in the movie.
Yoga ball in the yoga carpet.
UFO saucer on the Mars.
Meerkats in the forest.
Trucks on the highway.
Nails in the wall.
Dust in the drought.
Pages on the book.
Comments on the stream.
Radios within the music.
Blur in your vision.
Seals in the glacier.
Chainsaw on the tree.
Fly traps in the house.
Drill on the floor.
Hook on the bridge.
Geckos from the lizards.
Falcons in the tree. Kiwi in the fruit.
Antelopes in the farm.
Walruses in the glacier.
Iguanas from the lizards.
Keys in the locker.
Platypus in the lake.
Rabbit in the hole. Laser on the pointer.
Lollipop on a stick.
Moles in the cave. Calcium in the water. Corn in the cob.
Chocolate in your factory.
Helicopter in the city.
Scooters in the park.
Bricks in the wall.
Blood under the soil.
Scrap in the metal. Germs in your body. Airplane in the clouds.
Missile into your position.
Silicones in the rubber.
Gas from the smoke.
Mouse in the trap.
Slime in the tub.
Komodo dragons in the river.
Chemicals in the lab.
That's in the stop.
Salt on the food.
Birds on the power line.
Sloths in the tree.
Echidna in the zoo.
Rent in the table.
Ants in the street.
Mongooses in the forest.
Wombats in the jungle.
Condors on the mountain.
Opossums in the forest.
Pomegranates in the kitchen.
Cockroaches in the basement. Fox on the mountain.
Needles in the syringe.
Metal on the winter.
Figs in the dish.
Bird on the soil.
Bacteria from the microscope.
Bandages in the aid kit.
Numbats in the jungle.
Background in the scene.
Tank in the street.
Digits in the calculator.
Liver on the floor.
Feet.
Crickets in the night.
Swords in the shield.
Pickaxe in the mines. Thumbtack in the pin.
Food in the restaurant.
Nuggets in the meal.
Tissues in the box.
Gasoline in the station.
Eggs on the pan.
Avocados in the guacamole.
Mammoths in the Ice Age.
Peas in the beans.
Pine cones from the tree.
Squirrels in the forest.
Potato in the mash. Pumpkins in the carving.
Robots at the gate.
Pears in the fruit.
Arrows in the body.
Turtles in the lake.
The watered down soda.
Crocodiles in the river.
Voice recordings in the studio.
Eagles in the cliff.
Horrors are in store. Armadillos in the zoo. Nachos from the Doritos.
Goats in the countryside.
Thunderstorm in the forest.
Salamanders in the oasis.
Cars in the street.
Bilbies in the canyon.
Lightning on the road.
Chameleons from the lizards.
Waving on the flag.
Frogs in the pond.
Tears in the face.
Bats on the sewer.
Deers in the mound. Badgers in the forest.
Enemy remaining.
Hamster on the floor.
Bees in the hive.
Moose in the farm. Arms are enough guns.
Crows in the branch.
Horntail in the cave.
Worms on the zone.
Kids at the basement.
Tasmanian devils in the outback. Death in the belly. Axe in your skull.
Skunks in the spray.
Dominated humiliation.
Yarn in the wool.
Slaughter in the house.
Hares in the fur.
Chicken in the oven.
Call us in the wood.
Magma in the ground.
Kangaroos in the outback.
Ally defeated.
Camels in the desert.
Blood in the bath.
Ladybugs in the leaf.
Tidality in the wave.
Grizzly bears in the camp.
Skeletons in the nether.
Bronze in the copper.
Cyber in the chaos.
Earthworms in the apple.
Eat the bland paradise banana.
Monkeys in the jungle.
Dumbbells inside the gym.
Egypt from the pyramid.
Knives in the oven.
Marshmallows roasted near the campfire.
Forks in the microwave.
Shampoos from the tub.
Virus in the system.
Shoes in the carpet.
Void for the abyss.
Socks in the cabinet.
Igneous rocks from the magma field.
The Tower of Infinity.
Virtual in the divinity.
Celerity in the systems.
Sparks in the electricity.
Toxic in the waste.
Cave of the scarlet sky.
Digital in the descent.
Centipedes in the basement.
Dragons on the skyscraper.
Lunatic in the doom machine.
Markers inside the drawer.
Erasers in the supply.
Periodic in the table.
Light from the sun. Father in the store. Baby on the plane. Grandfather at the hospital. Son in the school. Uncle at the hotel. Brothers in the city. Boy cousins at the theater. Nephews in the TV. Grandson on the train. Great-grandfather at the coffin. Granduncle at the church. Brother-in-law at the bathroom. Son-in-law at the jail. Father-in-law at the basement. Grandfather-in-law at the car.
Presence on the brink of dawn. Dynamic in the Nagasari.
Snowstorm below the wind.
Omega in the valid. Devils in the entrance. Spring has ended. Miasma from the factual.
Liquid hope for the destitute youth. Embers embrace enveloping warmth. Awe-inspiring stone effigies to behold. A harshful caress among the leaves.
Flash of ethereal brilliance. Enemy defeated. Disneyland is now closed. Movie Man in the house. Flowing blood out of your body.
Archfiends in the netherworld. Braving the chaos. Hell incoming.
Mankind is dead. Dismantling the defense.
Gossips in the ruins.
Dreadfuls over break.
Abandonation in the Forbidden Isle.
Help from the void.
Toxic in the science. Electric in the Osaka.
Hornets across the Death Valley.
Clouds blocking the sun. Lost in the library. Gram in the number.
No one will have serenity and peace.
Angels in hell. Dry in the Dead Sea.
Summer has ended. Ceasefire expired.
Golf from the funeral.
Dark matter in the universe.
Angels fallen from gateways.
Hellscapes in the limbo. Pain for your death. Heartburn, but even exhaustion.
The tale is bad.
Ascension denied.
Meaning of death.
The harmful wolves are rabid, feeding the pigeons with poison. Poison ivy in the sauce.
Wishes are becoming false.
Pure fury in the possibility.
Wooden planks chopped down with hammer.
Furiously ever.
The door is locked. Breaking down the snowman.
The still is cod! Problems has been failed.
Fry flavored biscuits in a plate.
The slice of a sacrifice.
Decorations of ships are unseen. Total and suffering.
The sharks can kill you.
It's starving for precious loot. The water muscle has been put in. The steam engine is not working. They will die silently. Your permission failed. Wildfire in the campsite! Wildfire from the charcoal. You won't kill Motru, that's the old thing. Severe weather alert.
Area. That man stepped on the flower.
The dark times will always come. Tearing on the paper. The underused tool rocket. Knee brisket broken. Shields shall be splintered. Breathing some dirty fuels. The breeze was too strong. Snowflakes melting. Accidentally touching the lava. Pressure to the heart.
The orange vitamins are poisonous.
Fan giving you a frostbite and fell on a forehead. Beaches entertaining humanity to drown. Evilness in our own performance.
Volcanic eruption going to burn cities.
Acid melting people. Sea animals dying.
Triangle erased.
Website got error. Carbon monoxide in your lungs. Challenge lost. Lollipop in the trash. Eating dirty chocolate. Petrified flower pots.
This all started
Dried slime sticking in your hands.
Pine cones got destroyed. Robot toys destroyed.
The soda being polluted. Ragged plushies are in the darkness store!
Solar energy in the thunder.
Power outage in the storm.
The tears of smugness. Enemy acquaintance. Firing the guns rapidly. Kids in the sewer.
Strong breeze blowing you out of the belly.
Relaxing in a dirty floor.
I am trying to murder some people.
Mess in the house.
Sunrise burning your eyes.
Too much blood donated.
Boneyard inspired by brewery.
Step this banana peel.
Knives in the coffin.
Antivirus deactivated.
Statues broken. Tunnel for the Scarlet Netherworld. Moonlight to the broken panel. Father house is abandoned. You can't afford a first-class ticket. Bankruptcy in the business. Broke in the wallet.
Limitless punishments. It is useless.
The ham panini rotten. Suits don't fit. Water polluting. Fire ablazing.
Area unclear and dangerous.
The underused decorated rock. Hurricane of the tornado.
Trash in the world.
You leave me no choice. Premature celebration of the feast. The secrets were exposed.
Observation in no one's eyes. Disadvantage to all mankind.
The end of your journey.
Grandmother's died. Eldest full ill. Mother has suffered.
Orbit in the eclipse.
The surgery is harming. Pentagrams in the church.
Theory confirmed wrong. Black hole from the universe.
Forgive from the domain.
The journey ends here.
Riches to rags. Rotten fruits in a trash bin.
Never-ending consequences.
Cave spiders in the abandoned mineshaft.
Permafrost from the valley. Dark rings on the Neptune.
It's too dangerous.
Run fruit punch in the broken blender. It's just ham!
Tripping on the lush.
Blood on my suit.
It's a trap.
Unable to stand, man. The cat is scratching the cupboard.
The mama has been freed.
Running out of pizza ingredients. Your tale ends here.
Dissension counted.
You don't have a reason to live anymore.
Rabid dogs in the wild. Pigeons pooping in the beach. Plants covering the house.
The wish well is deceptive.
End of your lifespan. Tree on the electrical wires. Fury in my mind. Nobody dares open the door. Slipping on ice and snow.
On SoupInACan.
Kids filling math class.
Treat left to rot.
The slice of death.
Iceberg drowned the Titanic. Dykes consuming each other.
Shark finds the Sioux.
His hands are down from the... Water railing, this creator! Steam in your eyes. It'll be fun, they said. Items stolen from the house without permission. No fire on demand. Throwing coal at the house. Waste of your time. Hailings from the weather.
Area will be eliminated.
The flower has died out. The rumors were true after all. Paper cuts on your finger. Boulder from the landslide. The neighborhood has been abandoned. Darkness upon my shield. Smoke in the air. Everything above the land. Avalanche on the mountain range. Lava melting the land. Eruption from the geyser.
Worm infecting your kidneys.
Saw blades on the roof. Biscuits out of sky. Binge businesses turned to cinder. Manifest in my mind.
Super volcano destroying the region.
Epic fields on the sky.
Ocean besides the war zone.
We're infested with scouting. Internet shutdown. Boulders blocking the pathway. Challenge failed. Lollipop on the ground. The chocolate factory has been destroyed. The flower pot has been destroyed.
Missile hits the earth.
Slime in my mouth. Spikes in the trap. Release me from my prison. Insolent whelps. The ritual is now complete. By fire be purged. The world of the dead. Revenge to the gods and Lord of Hell. Devils in the abyss. Drink of my vengeance. Remorselessness from the devil. Justice of the grave. Demons in the gateways. Souls for the feast. Witness my wrath. Keeper of the damned. The pits of fire. Fear in your eyes. Shivers down your spine. Death is only the beginning. Damn you to the void. Hellfire to all mankind. Army attack. Blood will flow. Destroyers have arrived. Call off the void. Your folly is my fortune. Ghosts in the haunted house. Doom of all life. Harsh fiends underground the fires of my rage. I will be your nightmare.
Zombies in the apocalypse.
Flee for your lives. Your flesh will burn. Surrender to the night. A curse upon you. Harbinger of doom. Darkness everlasting.
Vessel of the impurity liquid jar. Flickering fire rings of despair. Coming to the suffocating disregard of the area. Stone for dreadful implements.
Blizzard suffocating heat with the acrid scent of decay.
Thunder's wrath thunders the terror of electric sounds. Enemy betrayed. Children devoured in the gnarled trees. Dwelling within the hollow husk of decay. Crimson ichor drips in the morbid testament of life. People do not care about justice. Mother's Day is canceled. Rain is not true for cheese. Doctors cutting your teeth. Observe the creepy creatures. Going on a dangerous path. Stop walking crash. Diamonds found within burning you. Rings in use due to toxic investigations. I don't think I'm alone. Full of deadly spice slaves. I murdered you this way. You will never unsee what you just see. Finding Prince Harmful skeletons. Your man has found Palatine. Even the aged, expired, wet, and contaminated pepperoni pizza. Turns out very talented. Ascension unknown. The universe is meaningless. Adults in the wild. Pigeons in the birdcage. Trees in the souls. Your wish isn't my command. In a jail for a century. Jump off the pirate ship on a board. Happiest face raised. Metal valve door slammed. Ice and snow melted by salt. Soup is expired. 1 day of peace wasted. Knife slicing this man into pieces. Pirate ship breaking a small boat. The decks are extremely aggressive and should not be approached. Packs of sharks tearing the scuba diver into shreds. The steam was boiling out. It was never fun to begin with. Your permission was strict forever. Coal miners suffering. There is no more time left. Blowing flowers in the cemetery. The broadcast is showing that the world is going to end. Paper, airplanes, and your eyeballs. Both going to forming equality. All people intercession declared millennium. The defender have torn this person up. Laat ons botsen. Traditional. Single ones against the planet. Snow fighting this people all. The motor. Lava killing the person in the torture device. Volcanic pressure is too large. Soul blades slicing your fingers. Charged with evolution's world. Animals tearing the land apart. Asteroids cutting the nervous system. The challenge has ultimately been dropped. The water bottles fallen into the hands of a candy thief. Chocolate water with your teeth. Black clapping the lemon flag. torment on prisons, traps unexpected for humans, laying on a hard prison bed, having horrible dreams, sleeping on the wooden floor, permanent nightmares, sleep in the deprivations, fate beyond the death, awoken and buried alive, fate in the nightmares, sleep in the paralysis, and dead on afterlife. Zombies rising out of the graves, everyone hates you, lacerations on your body. It's 0 minutes until midnight. The global apocalypse has started. Real mutations on humans. The virus is on that side. Working alive on the acid. Forms on the crimson square. Trying to confirm. Common incomprehensible. Isolated in the void. Unsafe for the god. Welcome to the cold backlight. Everlasting restrictions. There's nothing to save. Clearing those on the summer, and follow Western Husses.
I rejoin the shadows. From the grave we rise.
I see. Vanish in the tombstone. We left.
Invisible in the mystery.
Silhouetted in the night. I hunger. The grave has been destroyed. You die.
House in the freedom.
You cannot beat us.
Air detected. Air data has unstable. Unable to detect air.
System failure.
Air detection upgraded. Air detection deactivated. Gold obtained.
Sand depressurized.
Pollution detected. Unable to detect pollution.
Gas discovered. Gas data has unstable. Unable to discover gas.
Earth observed.
Earth data has impossible.
Unable to observe Earth.
Just phasing through. Unable to phase through.
Advanced exploits.
Breach in the system.
X in the game.
Control point captured.
Tutorial in the game.
Progress shown in the bar.
Flowers on the street.
Rain rocket.
Safeness in our place.
Bubbles through the water.
Ice in the freezer.
Ice on the street.
Clips of the movie. Unable to clip the movie. Abandoned ship!
Air in the clouds. Wind in the ocean.
Fog in the forest.
Whoever feels the shadows will be punished.
Sorry, the air detector is missing. Please find it and try again.
My reflection is gone and the sun rising.
Dr. Knotts, you seen procedure?
Where are the Gospels from the church?
Why didn't you observe the imaginary?
The Milky Way from the galaxy is too far from the clouds.
The land isn't free.
I can't go on my way.
No one is finding the gold and the diamond.
Did someone eat the apples? Give it back to me right now.
Your possibilities is limited.
Where are the diamonds from the mine shaft?
Oh my god! The ice melted in the landers! The rings from the Saturn were gone.
My adventure is not awaiting.
The punch from the blender was stolen.
The sandwich got eaten by someone else.
Unable to lay on lush.
Your promotion just got denied.
Why you didn't check it out?
The man could not stand.
Where's the cat from the cupboard?
Find the box for your mama.
All the pizzas from the place are gone. They may have been sold out or something.
No one has ever lived to tell the tale, because the tale is lost.
Unable to count ascension.
Don't worry. We'll find the meaning of your life. Trust us.
The dogs ran away and left the park. I forgot to bring the dogs.
Oh, come on. I can't find the pigeons from the planet because the pigeons flew away.
The vine from the source is gone.
Why are my wishes coming false?
Unhappy days in life.
The wood from the steel is gone.
I feel so sadness because I am not happiness.
The door is gone, all because of the thief.
Why would the thief steal the ice and the snow?
The SoupInACan is missing!
Oh my god. Number 1 is gone.
Oh no. My cookie from the jar was taken.
My life is bad because there is no slice.
I can't find the ship from the river.
I want to take revenge on a thief for stealing the ducks from the pond.
The sharks are on land. What are we gonna do?
My fishes are gone.
The water from the hill is missing.
The steam engine has been turned off.
We lost the action? Let's go find it. Unable to advise permission.
Someone stole the fire from the hoe!
Who took the coal from the forest?
What's the time again? I forgot it.
Someone didn't predict the weather.
Find the area confirmer.
Where are flowers from the plains? I want to find them.
Why would the thief steal the news from the lands?
The paper from the cave has vanished. We must find it.
Where's the rock? Where's the rock?
The neighbors were kidnapped by the thief. We will bring them back home.
The defender got killed by the bully, and now those innocent people have to survive themselves and got released by the thief.
Where did the air from the sky go?
The thief will regret this for stealing the wind from the landscape.
Why is the snow melted?
There's no lava in my mouth.
The volcano has no pressure.
Where the heck is the orange from the valley?
The fan was not on the ceiling.
Where's the sand for the beach?
This anger that was in my face has become joy.
The thief stole the lava from the volcano.
The sea was gone.
The ankle from the ship is missing.
Site found.
The stone from your lungs is gone. We must find the robber now.
The challenge was not found in here. Please try again.
The lollipop from the stick is missing. We're gonna look it for yourself.
The chocolate factory is closed.
Blood is gone from the soil.
The missile didn't go in your position.
Someone took the slime from the tub.
Oh no! Give me back the pine cones.
The robots from the gate are missing. Catch the thief now.
The soda was empty.
The Lars are missing from the store.
The thunderstorm was nowhere to be found.
Nothing is producing the road's lightning.
There are no tears from the face.
The enemy could be anywhere.
Not enough guards from the arms.
Who let the kids out of the basement?
The death from the belly was gone. We need to find the monsters that are under your bed.
Unable to dominate humiliation.
The slaughterer is not home.
Where is the magma from the bound?
Why is the blood drained from the bathtub?
I can't find the skeletons from the nether.
Why would you eat the yellow parts of banana and throwing the brown part in the bin?
The knives from the oven is gone.
There's no virus in the system.
The statues from the ritual is gone.
The cave from the scarlet sky was stolen.
The sun is behind the clouds.
Dark in the funeral.
Oxygen. No, it's
Mounted in the lake. Flame in the crater. Position confirmed.
Flat on the duck.
Breeze from the panorama.
Thunder striking the street. One rival is left.
Children in my cellar.
Murder inside the hole.
And send the breast to me.
Software in the computer.
Darkness in the dungeon.
Battle for extra time.
Noise in the forest. Snow in the forest. River over the bridge.
Light by the darkness.
Monster in your walls.
Silence in the desert.
Dark of the moon.
Ghosts in the ruins.
Flat in the line.
Leaves on the tree!
I've soiled my pants.
Flame in the tunnel.
Danger in this room.
Endless fun.
Hunter in the cave.
Revelry for the tribes.
Lumberjack in the forest.
There is ore in the mine.
Intelligence in my head.
Alien on the ship.
Games in your dreams.
Fear beating the level.
Solar in the flare.
Basalt in the furnace.
Candies in the warehouse.
Regrets to the fullest.
Portal to dreamland.
Wall spotted.
Fish in the river.
Storm in the ocean.
Heat in the desert.
Golden stone.
Memory needed.
Rainbows in the color. Slides in the playground.
Space on the ship.
Scissors on the cliff.
Light from the moon.
Heat from the sun.
Reflection from the sun.
Silence in space.
Rain in the face.
Radiation from Mercury.
Heat in Venus. Live in the earth.
Astronaut on the moon.
Light from Mars.
Hurricane on Jupiter.
Rocks from Saturn.
Ice on Uranus.
Water in Neptune.
Cold from the Pluto.
Leaf on the grass.
Rain in the jungle.
Shine started.
Speed in the race.
Rock on the trail.
Rock on the beach. Run in the speed.
Flower on the grass.
Thunder in the sky.
Beef by a combine.
Passion in the air.
Lemon is the sour fruit.
Games in the park.
Burglar in the house.
Seagull on the slide.
I am not your bro.
Mistakes in the video.
Surfers at the beach.
Guy from the math problems.
Computer in the office.
Life is hard.
The story never ends.
Love letter has been delivered.
Oh my goodness.
Love in the family.
Explore the vast world before you.
Sapling planted.
Only your responsibility.
Subscribe to my channel.
Credits to you. This difficulty won't be stolen by content farmers.
Like, share, and comment.
Credits in the description. Content in the farm.
YouTube in the kids. Credits stolen. The content farms are going to spread.
More coming soon.